To ABAdesk, intuitive data collection software for ABA and special education. First time you sign in, you'll notice there's a quick guide to take you through the setup process. I will also do that. Hit admin. First, you're going to add your clients. You can see I've already added some, but to add more, you just need to hit plus, fill in 1, 2, 3 mandatory fields, and then hit save. Next, you'll add your therapists. So you'll notice that whoever created the account will be there. So that's me. To add a therapist, fill out the form. I'm going to select a title, so this is going to grant certain permissions, obviously admin having the most and tech having the least. Here you'll put the email, and that is going to send the user their login information as soon as you hit save. In order to assign clients so that you can add programs to the client and take data for said client, you would use our client assignment. You can also remove as well. You can add them all, you can remove them all, you can add one. So I'm going to add BF Skinner, good client. You may also make clients inactive after 30 days of them being active, and that'll send them down here. All right, moving on. Now we're going to move on to programs. So this is going to be your company programs page. So company programs are templates of programs that are frequently used across clients. These do behave kind of like templates, so you can make changes as needed on a client-to-client basis without affecting company programs. You may also add new programs directly to the client without having to go through the company program process. I'll show you a few of our forms. So you would just hit plus and select recording type. So I'm going to go back here for a second, and I'm going to show you some already filled out forms to make it a bit easier. So you can see for frequency, you just pick a category, choose whether it's for decrease or not. If it is for decrease, you will see the replacement behavior and the function of the behavior fields. You do have some phase options. You do not need to use any phases. Standard, we have the treatment phase, so that we can determine mastery, which you set right here. And we have additional data after that. So if you don't have any additional phases like these, then you will at least have an additional data phase, so you will never be locked out of your data. You can continue taking data past mastery. Okay, here we've got a trials program. So as you can see, you do have to name it. If you have more than one list, you will have to name that list so we can tell them apart. You may also just have one target. You can have one long list. It is entirely up to you. Minimum trials, so each list or each target or set will be taken data on one time. You can also change that number, and additionally you may add more trials as you go in session. Okay, here we've got an interval recording program, so you can see very minimal fields. You do have these three options, so partial, whole, and momentary time sampling. And in terms of our data sheets, it all looks pretty similar. The only difference is I will write out, or I already did write out, the instructions on how to record these certain types of data based off of the Cooper book. Okay, next we've got duration. So we've got a duration program. This one's for increase. So you'll notice that you do not see the function of the behavior field, nor do you see the replacement behavior field, because that appears as soon as you click that, and otherwise it's gone. And then you just hit save. Okay. And then we've got task analysis, so you can add as many or as few steps as you like. Just like trials, you can select whether it's plus or minus or prompting level. in terms of your data type. We do offer total task forward chaining and backward chaining, so the way that you take data varies. So if you're in the treatment phase for total task, you will take data on all of the steps. For forward chaining, you will start off by taking data for the first step. As soon as it's mastered, then the first two, then the first three, etc., etc. And for backwards chaining, the reverse of forward. Minimum trials, so that means you would just take data on this one time. You may add as you go, or you can just change this to more, just depending on your needs and the needs of your learner. All right, so these are company programs, and they can be archived and out of your way if these are something that you don't plan on using, or you just kind of want to clean it up a little bit. All right, there's a button loading. There it is. Okay. All right, so next, if you'd like to add programs to your client, so you want to start taking data, then you would just hit the plus. Okay, so you'll see your company programs right here. You can just create new ones. If you don't want to use the company programs, you can just make your own. Very same form. And also you can add the company programs. You can make any changes you want or not. It's up to you. So I'm just going to go ahead and add all of these, and you can see it's a really snappy process. It's not going to take you too long to set up. Almost done. One more to go. All right. And this client is officially set up. We did it.